Let us look at the module number 2, understanding information security. So as we have discussed before module 1, as part of the pre-introduction, that in DevSecOps fundamentals, there'll be a information security, which also we need to understand while moving forward. So there are a couple of topics which is part of this information security understanding. So confidentiality, integrity, availability. These are the three aspects which we have to understand in detail. Then there are types of attacks, adversaries, like who are the enemies in terms of the information security, and what are the weapons which we have to use these adversaries to handle. So let's move forward on the first part, confidentiality. So confidentiality word itself is actually giving us an understanding that it is one of the core underpinning aspect of information security. So let's look at that in the detail. So confidentiality, availability, integrity, or rather confidentiality, integrity, and availability. This is kind of a triangle, and we will be trying to understand that. So confidentiality is applied to any data, any objects, and resources are protected from unauthorized viewing and other access. So what is being told simply, assuming that you are a simple user or you have a particular type of a role, you are an employee of any organization. Now, for you, there is a access to your salary is definitely you should be able to see that, you should be able to view that. However, you are not authorized, or rather you are unauthorized to view any other person's salary. Therefore, you will not have access to view or access to salary or any information which is related to other employee, unless until it is, there is some sort of a approval or some sort of a role, or there is some business reason for it. So you can not see anybody else's salary, which is a confidential information. Coming back to availability. So availability is all about authorized users have access to the systems and resources they need. So when I'm talking about the same example of a salary, then any HR of a particular region, particular unit, he or she will have access to see salary of others, including his or her salary, because he has a role to play to look at the salary, or rather influence salary, or he might have some people come to him, or the people who are the line manager who would like to really increase or understand the salary component. So in this case, he is an authorized user to access, or in this case, resources means the salary, which he is liable to or she is liable to see. Coming back to integrity, it is data is protected from unauthorized changes to ensure this is reliable and correct. Let's take the same example of a salary. So when we are talking about a salary of any employee, so to change anything in the salary or change the data, definitely you need to have a reliable person or reliable approval that you should be able to do that. So integrity is all about the information which is supposed to be true and correct. I mean, the role which is given to the person to change something, he or she can only do it. But if you are not authorized to do any change, you will not have that kind of access. So what we are trying to say here is that every security control and every security vulnerability can be viewed in the light of one or more of these three. So basically, again, we are referring about confidentiality is the confidential other than your information. Availability means you have a respective role to see the information, and integrity means you have to have not only the role, but whatever information you are changing, or rather you are liable to change, it should be basically correct information reached to you, then only you will be able to change that. So this is about these three aspects.